Hi y'all, my name's Louis Sun and welcome to my channel where we talk about law of attraction, vibration, and becoming the deliberate creator of your life experience. So my last video that I released last week on Easter was a little bit about me with some vibrational nuggets, why I'm teaching vibration and the spirituality and law of attraction, and a bit about my healing journey or my return to well-being. And when I say that, I'm not saying that my journey is complete and I am all healed, like I said in the video. What I'm describing is the return of myself to be in resonance with source energy on very fundamental levels in my psyche and in my mental energy, in the momentum that I produce through my thoughts by returning certain aspects of deep parts of myself to be in resonance with source energy, with what I like to call unconditional love, but that's just words and can't really describe it. I like to say return to well-being over healing because healing requires you to focus on the illness as it is, or the misalignment, the discord, the resistance as it is, whereas return to well-being is more purely focused on that well-being. And this may sound like semantics, but when we're talking law of attraction and thoughts create reality, it's actually important. It's important in the sense that yeah, we shouldn't have to force ourselves to always use certain words or be afraid to use certain words. It's just helpful to learn things or learn better words that focus more purely in the direction of our expansion and our desires. So that's why I like to use return to well-being rather than the term healing. Abraham taught me this. Okay, so anyways, what's this video about? This video is about what did that for me and what inspired all of my work. It is, again, what I like to call unconditional love. And that's just words I use to describe being in resonance with this creative force of the universe, or prana, or life force energy, and getting in tune with, feeling into the thoughts that my soul is generating on the highest level. That's what being in alignment really is. So there's two misconceptions when it comes to unconditional love. And this is another reason why I like to use the term unconditionality. It feels like the becoming of source energy, for one. And for two, it takes out the confusion of the love word, which is this. Most people confuse love with someone pleasing you, or getting you out of a difficult place, or you doing this for them, you pleasing them, or you seeing something that is pleasing or beautiful to you. And while that is part of it, it's not really the essence of it. And then there's also a misconception about the word unconditional, especially as it relates to love. Being unconditional is not about putting up with conditions that we don't like and either pretending that we don't want what we do or don't like what we do, or that we like things or are okay with things that we're really not. That's not what being unconditional and unconditional love actually is. It's not validating people's crappy behaviors, being okay with them, doing this for ourselves. It's not about pretending like you don't want what you do, or that you do want what you don't. Being unconditional is being able to experience and be at peace with things that are out of alignment for you, that don't feel that great to you, or that are not actually what you want from yourself or from others, and being able to still detach from that, the reality as it is, and focus on the expanded version of it. That is the essence of unconditional love towards yourself or somebody else. And this is essentially what healed me on fundamental aspects of myself. And when you're in touch with this energy, and truly the more in touch you are with it, that's to say the higher emotion that you're feeling, genuinely positive emotion, the higher that you are on the emotional scale, the more access to potential that you have, and the more you're able to kind of experience things that are contrasting, even heavily contrasting, to what you're actually wanting within, outside of yourself or in others, without it causing you to direct your energy and continue and perpetuate things as they are. That's sort of the essence of detachment, whereas connection is how we connect to source and receive ideas and connect to other people and connect to the reality and appreciate and find the good in it and find inspiration in it. Detachment is allowing yourself to be exactly where you are, love yourself exactly as you are and as you are becoming, especially, and focus in the direction that feels good to you and that source is inspiring within you. That is the essence of being unconditional, or being in resonance with unconditional love. Now, the highest expression of this is described in emotions like enthusiasm and passion and eagerness and love and joy. But all the way down the emotional scale to the lowest negative emotions, it's all different expressions of unconditional love. It's just that the more and more resistance we have to that becoming through us, which feels to us like joy and love, but like, deliberately focused unconditional love. The more we're resisting that, the lower our emotion goes, all the way down to despair and depression, which is just a method of telling us that we're focusing on ourselves or reality in a way that source is not focusing on us. And that is the really cool thing about negative emotion in general, is that it's your indicator that you're focusing in contradiction to your own soul. That is the essence of what negative emotion is. And it's still a method of your soul, your mind, trying to get you back into alignment. And when we're feeling super heavy negative emotion, that can be very difficult. And sometimes we need to focus on other things. Sometimes we need to allow ourselves to genuinely experience anger. It's widely taught throughout our society to repress it, and sometimes that anger should kind of be at ourselves for how we've allowed people to treat us poorly, or how we've allowed ourselves to go on so long not keeping up with ourselves in various ways. And the point of what I'm saying here is just that it's all love. All of it is love. Even hate is love. It's a method of hatred is, in the angry realm of emotion, it's supposed to move you out of powerlessness and insecurity and guilt. Yeah, that is the essence of what unconditional love is. It is being able to be not conditional in the way that you're focusing on someone or yourself or just reality. It's literally somewhat ignoring conditions. It's not that you're not acknowledging a condition that is unwanted. It's not that you're pretending like it doesn't or never existed. It's just that you're allowing your freedom to focus on what that unwanted thing has inspired within you and what source is actually guiding you towards. That's what unconditional love is. I think that's generally about it. Oh, and there goes my alarm. I think that's generally about it, but it's so big, so I just feel like there should be more, but it really is simple, and that's really the essence of how you become unconditional, how you get yourself to stay in the flow, and how you practice both connection and attachment and embody both the essence of femininity and masculinity and integrate both of those things into your life. It's how you get yourself out of really dark places. It's how you get yourself into really good places. It's how you get in tune with an energy that moves life with you as you're becoming. It provides you signs and synchronicities. The more in resonance you are with unconditional love and opportunities and people and relationships, it brings you together with all of the best things, all of the possible best things that could be for you. and not just ideas internally and evolving sense of self that's more in resonance with source, but also literally attractions. That's where we get these little magical experiences from, and these sort of telepathic experiences from, these bursts of inspiration, the surprise monies that we can get, the wonderful just little like synchronicities between our mind and between the reality that we're like, what, how is that the universe is delivering something? Yeah, that's really the essence of creating reality, is being unconditional. It's allowing yourself to experience conditions that you might not like or want without it causing you to focus and continue and perpetuate energy in that direction. It allows you to appreciate that contrast to your desires for the expansion that it inspires. And it allows you to experience conditions within yourself. That means internal conditions, thoughts, and conditions within or in the lives of others, or even around the world, without it bucking your current, without it causing you to not focus on them in a positive way and influence them and the world in a positive way. This isn't to say that you're in this influence controlling how they're going to become. It's just focusing on a better version of them and allowing that energy to flow. And of course, they can maybe pick up on that energy and figure out really what their unique guidance is in regards to it. So yeah, that's really what unconditional love is and what unconditionality is. That's what the essence of my book is. This is covered in the intro of my book, actually, but I wanted to make a video on it to go a little bit more in depth and to give a basis to my return to well-being or my healing journey that I described in my last video. So I hope that this clarified what unconditional love and unconditionality and being unconditional is for you, because it's literally been everything to me. And I genuinely believe that that's the essence of the energy of God. I love you very much. Have a good week.